guys, we're here with LaWanda, and we are so excited for the opportunity to get to know you better. And so I think first, maybe just give us a few minutes to give us a rundown of your life story or your background, what brought you here to LTD, what makes you you.
My life story, we don't have enough
The
time.
The whole thing.
No, not the whole thing. Absolutely not the whole thing. No, but I just how I got to be here, honestly, though, really is, I would just say it's not even accidental, but this is one of those opportunities where you get to look at everything you've ever done in your life and you get to bring it forward with you, whether it was working at Golden Corral, working in a doctor's office, working for a nonprofit, just really all of those things come forward now. And I get to be here at LTD.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Tell us a little bit about, you mentioned some time in Golden Corral and different, jobs throughout your history. What made you want to join into this lovely world of hospitality?
Well, the main thing, which, you start with my philosophy and work my way back, which is I just believe hospitality is a gift. I don't think that you get to do this work and it not be innate to who you are, especially when you put up the numbers that we've seen since I've been here, 20 years, 25 years, 10 years, even 3 years. And when you think about our Gen Zs, now really being anywhere a year is perfect. So, so I say start with that, but I have a show called The Creative Experience by LT. Shameless plug.
Okay. Wait, so what I'm hearing is you're a seasoned podcast host.
I won't say season, but I'm getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. But that really is a spinoff of the business that I had, a concierge service. So for event planning. So on this, it's a bit different to be on this side of the house. I'm usually the person to come and say, this is what I like with my contract. This is what I need. This is what I'm looking for. And I have my expectations. Well, now I'm on the side of the house that makes sure that those expectations are met. I think I come now with a different perspective and empathy on both sides. So when you think about that, and then I also am a writer for Influencer Lifestyle Magazine Network. So I write, I speak. That's really just kind of who I am. I'm a mom of 2. I'm an empty nester, but I don't feel sad.
But I like that caveat, but I don't feel sad.
I don't feel sad. They're doing great things. And so I'm just excited, honestly, really to be here. Like I said earlier, just being able to bring all the things I've ever done. Even at Golden Corral, you started one, and everybody doesn't even know about this part of Golden Corral. You had to start at one end to get your drinks. Then you had to run to the other end and actually key in the order. And they had a menu across the top. And it was different things. It had a petite sirloin and all this other stuff. It was totally different than it ever is now. So, and I had the little burgundy scarf, the white shirt with the little burgundy piece that goes underneath the collar, and the pantyhose and all of that. I'm so glad they don't do that anymore.
Hey, I bet you looked pretty good in that uniform.
Oh, I hated every minute of it.
Well, LaWanda, you spent a few weeks now with LTD and you visited all the properties. And so you've at least got to hear what our culture is and read about it, and you've been able to see it in action. How does your experiences or your own personal beliefs tie into that?
What I saw over the last 30 days, because that was my goal, was to catch all properties in the first 30 days, was that they really do embody the spirit of hospitality, making sure that it's a guest experience from the front desk all the way down to the cleaning staff. And I watched people really work together. Of course, we have some places that are in more challenging situations than others, but they still rallied together to pull together to embody our mission. And so I think for me, what I can say I observed is teamwork, people really leaning in to the culture and really saying, hey, we want to bring that down, and just a real eagerness to see it come all the way down, all the way full circle from the top down to the bottom, so that the guests have a great experience. And what the main thing people care about is the guests. That's the main thing I've seen.
Yeah, we love that. Well, from an LTD perspective, obviously we have core values, people, relationships, and opportunities. And I'm curious, from the people side, given your role here, when we say people are number one value, what does that mean to you? And how do you feel like in your role you'll be able to better prioritize our people?
I love people. And I think when people feel valued, they shine, they move, they produce, in so many different ways. And it's particularly when they're inspired and motivated. And that's what I hope to bring to the table, that empathy, the compassion, understanding, being able to be in different places, being in the front of the house, the back of the house, and just being able to bring a bridge. I think that's the best way to say, to be a bridge that connects some of the corporate, some of the, down here a little bit, and bring the two together, say, hey, this is how we need to continue to make that bridge work. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to see people who over the last 30 days have given me goals. And so I'm coming for all 5 people.
You're not going to call them out on the podcast?
Nope, but I know all
I
5 people who've given me goals. And so, things like that, I'm coming back to look forward to make sure that, are we giving you what you need to reach that goal in the time that you say you would like to reach it? Do you still have that goal? Has it changed? Is it broad? Has it gotten, bigger? And I'm just excited to see about it. There's a couple of ladies I met at the front desk that are new.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see the in-house promotion. I love to see people come from the front desk and then move to sales. I got a chance to meet a bright young lady that did that. And I was just like, that's cool to me. And so the value of people is important. And I just really believe when people don't leave jobs, they leave people. And the more that we can hone into that, about caring about the betterment of people, and we make them better, not just for us, but if wherever they go, it's a bright start for us to say, hey, we prepared them for their next. And so that's what I hope to do.
Great.
Well, you had mentioned some goals and stuff like that, but what would you like to see happen over the next year with, maybe some changes or some things that you want to accomplish in your own path or whatever over, like you said, the next year?
Well, over the next year, I would like to see more opportunities for people who are on our front lines to be able to come up and be able to see people in different places and not just hear about them, be able to say, hey, we do this, we already do this shining star, the star moment, but being able to take that even further, where people are like, hey, I can do this, or I'm perfectly fine like this, but show me how to lead from where I am. So I would love to see us be able to cultivate leaders wherever they are, even if it isn't in a leadership capacity with a title, but helping them to cultivate leadership abilities where they are. I would love to see us get out a little bit more and be able to broaden our LTD culture with them seeing us a little bit more. Instead of just when it's time for a business review or when it's time for something serious, but sometimes just coming by just to say hi. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see more of a connectivity from top to bottom.
Yeah. I think we have the same goals and the same objectives, and we're so thankful to have you help lead the way on that mission. And I loved the comment around leadership and the belief that everyone is a leader. We said on our very first podcast on the Leadership Lean In, we define leadership as influence. And everyone has influence, whether you carry a title or not. You are a leader, and we believe that very deeply. And so that is our goal and our mission with podcasts like this, to help everyone understand that we believe in them, and we see them as a leader in all capacities because they do have influence. And so we are so excited to continue this growth and the opportunity to continue to build people up and help them sort of meet their maximum potential with us. So that's very, very exciting. One of the other comments that you made, you said, be better, be better. And I'm not even sure if you recognize that, but obviously the vision of LTD is the constant pursuit to be better. And so, I'm curious to you, what does that mean to you when you hear that? How do you live out the vision of LTD? And how can other people continue to live out the vision of the constant pursuit to be better?
I think if you keep in mind, first things first, I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. We had the Mamba mentality, and it was always about that pursuit of competing against himself. He would do great, but then he would challenge himself based on what he did that day. I need to increase that, and I need to move forward. And I think it starts internally. So if every day you get up and decide that I want to be better than I was yesterday, I was a great person yesterday, but today I can do something a little different. Always having moments for reflection, how you can do something differently, because then that in turn is like a ripple effect. And that's how you get to embody that LTD culture of being better. You have to want to be better yourself first, because if you're not purpose driven for yourself, then it's not going to happen anywhere else, if that makes sense. And then them being able to really say, oh, I do lean into the culture. I do belong to the culture because I'm trying to better myself. Well, you fit, you belong here. And I think if people really just sat back and said, okay, no, it's not as hard as I think it is. I do fit. And so that's what I think it is for me when I say be better. Just what did I do? What did I do yesterday that I didn't accomplish? Could I do differently today so that I can keep being better?
Yeah.
That's my own personal philosophy.
I love that. Yeah. On our team, on the sales team, we say brick by brick, right? 1% better every day, brick by brick. And I think that, and you know, that definitely is in line with what you're thinking in that constant pursuit. It doesn't have to be giant leaps every day, but you know, one step forward, progress is progress. And you know, that's really consistency is key in all things and that progress. So that's
it's moments. The journey isn't the part, it's the moments on the journey. And you know, some good, some bad, some up and down, some twisted, and some things in between. But that's the part. It's the moments along the journey. Because once you get where you need to be, okay, oh, we're here. But it's everything that happened on the way. It's like a road trip. The best part of the road trip is what happens on the road trip.
Yep. That's great.
Well, I guess on a more personal note, do you have any hidden talents, any secrets about yourself?
This is the stuff we didn't prep her for.
Maybe just anything that would surprise somebody to know about you.
I can sew.
Ooh.
I can sew. It's been a while, but I can sew. I can do a mean hem.
Oh, all right.
And so yes, I actually won first place back, let's see, 6th grade. I won first place for a sewing contest. I made a whole outfit, top to bottom, and a little headpiece.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Fashionista. I love that. That is a fun talent. I was not expecting that one. I was hoping it was rapping.
That's Richard. That's Richard. I used to bartend, and I don't know if that's a skill. I don't know. It depends on the perspective, but I used to bartend, and so I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, skill and talent. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. There's a little science involved, but who needs science when you just, you know, imagine.
Well, I think that really wraps it up. Do you really, what my last question for you would be, knowing that you're going back out into the field, is there anything that you would want to impart upon, you know, our team as they watch this? Any sort of last words or things, something that you really just want to make sure that they know about you and about your heart for people, and sort of about your leadership philosophy, you know, as they continue to get to know you? I'm just kind of curious, sort of what is those final words, or what do you really want to impart upon them?
I would love to see, what I would like to impart is inspire, trust and inspire. That's the new thing. And that's something that's been really resonating with me about how we inspire people. People will do what you ask them to do because you just ask them to do it. But it's different when people start doing things simply because, hey, I really like you're inspiring them, just how you live every single day. You're inspiring them to want to go do that and more. And so that, and ultimately that will change our numbers. I mean, whether we really think about it or not. And you manage objects, like you manage our cup, you manage things, but you lead people. And it really does matter how you lead people. And you'll see a difference across the company when we do it that way. So that's what I would like to impart. And do what you love. When you do what you love, you'll have the people like Angela and Maza. Angela's been there 25 years. Maza been doing it 14 years. So you'll have those people, and they're perfectly fine doing exactly what they're doing, but they love what they do. When I met Angela, she said, Miss LaWanda, I just love what I do. And just love what you do. Love what you do.
That's beautiful. Well, I don't know how I think that's where we have to end it. Yep. There's nothing more to say. That was beautiful, LaWanda. We are so thankful to call you a member of the LTD family, and we know that you are going to do tremendous work on behalf of all of our associates, and we are just so grateful. So thank you so much
for the opportunity.
And I know we will see you back again next week.
Absolutely, for my first.
It'll be great. It'll be great. All right.
I don't rap, but I don't know what to do. He's like, he put a foot on that one. I was like, man, that's a tough act to follow.
We will make you rap, and I know all of our team members will be happy with whatever we produce. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you,
so much.
LaWanda.
Thank you.